We're blowing it up.
Yes, we are.
Blowing it up. Hello, chat, everybody.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I can't wait to watch this after. We're at the part where Joe was trying to point to.
Yes.
The joys of having
A delay?
Yeah.
Delay.
So we're just waiting for them to connect. So while they connect, I'll plug a few sponsors. For starters, thank you very much, Sweet and Salty and Cakey Bliss, for being a big sponsor of the show. Without Sweet and Salty / Cakey Bliss, none of this would be possible. She's been my inspiration, my biggest fan. Anyway. I was just trying to read a Discord
It's getting dry in here.
No.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
You're not crying. It's just dry in here.
All of the local games. There's 4 local game stores that are involved in the LGS Tour. It's Out of the Box, Gaming Kingdom, Wizards Tower, and Game Breakers. Game Breakers is the stop that we're at right now. They're a great store, and it looks like we're off to the first game.
So on
Nice.
Sanat's end, it doesn't
Isn't it
look
round
terrible.
4, right? Sweet and Salty?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel so excited.
So after this round 4, there is a giveaway. So is it what's the command?
Exclamation point BO3. And
We'll get you into the draw.
Yes, and we have 2 keepers. And I believe I'm gonna go to the is on the play.
Yes.
So Joey's on the play.
Is it?
Yep. Joey's hand
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
Can you tell me what Joey's record is?
Joey's record is actually 3-0.
3-0. Holy damn it. Magnus.
So is his opponent.
So is his opponent? Sick.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense at this point.
Yes. So let's see. Bone Crusher eliminates, takes 2 damage, which is not terrible.
Did you get your screen up and going?
Yep.
Oh, Silk Guy Canada, you're amazing.
I tried. So I'm on Sunot's end, so that's all I can see. I don't know what's going on the other end. So
This is the big card that I'm excited about. I don't know if it's big enough on stream, so you guys will have to tell me if the cards are big enough on stream or not. But Magnus Opus,
yes,
it deals 4 damage, and I get to choose how that 4 damage is divided. Any number of targets. I can tap 2 permanents. I create a 4/4 red and blue dragon elemental token. I draw 2 cards, all for 8 mana. That is busted.
Unplayable.
No,
Yes.
it's busted.
Unplayable.
but the big thing is the red blue discarded, created treasure token, which is how with this list, they does have Goldspine Dragon, so you can actually cast it on turn 4. Cast a Goldspine Dragon on turn 4.
What is it? Let me check here. What is the Is it dragon that came out of the set? Does anybody know the name?
The Brazami.
That
So
Joey's
basically,
playing?
it
No.
is you create
How do you spell that?
GAL.
Oh, there it is. He is.
Yes.
He is playing it. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, so enters the battle, ETB, create a treasure token, and then artifacts you control have tap. So it's all artifacts, so not even treasure tokens, but all artifacts.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah,
It's Mari.
and it's the 3/4, eh?
So it looks like Sanat is actually short on 4. He's looking for what our Sanat could do is end of turn. He'd hold up everything. The only downside is that he doesn't have a second blue for Saw coming.
No, he does not.
So Ren is on 2, 4, 5, 6. If Ren drops another land and drops ultimatum, then we could be seeing lights out
For game 1,
This
yeah.
one?
And there's the ultimatum.
Yep, looks like lights out.
Well,
So
it'll be interesting to see
Yeah.
how he's trying.
yep,
Saw it coming.
if he mind you, the turn would have been Opus into Goldspan Dragon if he got the third land, but now our opponent Ren can go. I believe it's going to be extra turn spell, extra turn spell, Vorklex, and yep, the usual pile. Extra turn, Vorklex, and Valky.
Tybalt.
Yes,
He's gonna. I wonder what he's gonna put back. I guess he's putting
back the extra turn. You put back the extra turn. He creates, and that's the game right there. You can't really get back from Tybalt that can actually ultimate that turn.
Oh, let's go to sideboards.
Yeah. So sideboard for Sinat, he will definitely bring in the Test of Talents, which is a 1 blue counter target instant sorcery, and exile exile that spell from that deck.
Mm-hmm.
From hand, library, and graveyard.
I can't even tell you where Reen is from or what she's boarding because it's all in different language.
Well, I know what it is just based on the cards. There's a few cards I don't really understand, but that's okay. I assume she wants more hand disruption stuff.
Yep. And Sinat is pretty much bringing in all the counter spell.
This
hand is
like
much better on Joey's on Sinat's end, so
with a way better start.
Yeah. Four lands, a borrower, giant, and a Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, he's
so we're gonna go to the Sultai hand on mainstream. Oh yeah, and I gotta change. I haven't been on stream all day. So the record goes so far 1-0 for Sultai Ram.
Yeah. So Sinat's gonna end step stomp, and then he can go land go. Or land Bow Crusher Giant, yep. Apply some pressure.
Eliminate. I think that's a really good play. He takes 2 damage, but he also gets rid of a Bone Crusher right off the bat. And top decking here a Heartless Act. He is looking for his 3rd mana though.
A Valky is pretty good. You can get rid of any of these threats right now.
Which one do you go for? I would go for Brazen Borrower.
No, we took care of the dragon.
But then he can just untap and cast Brazen Borrower.
Yeah. So he's going to do expressive iteration. He's going to look at the top 3. So he has Opus, Faceless Haven. So we could probably take Opus into hand, Faceless Haven to the bottom, or Faceless Haven to the bottom, and then have the mountain. But he already played the land already, so yeah. So that land's going to be lands goes to play. So end of turn, they can Opus or Borrower.
Ooh, so end of turn they can break. The 3rd land was found, but no green mana.
Uh-oh. So I think our Izzet player can go Borrower at the end of turn.
Yeah.
So they can go Borrower. They can Petty Theft the Valky back to hand.
And he has the 5th land, so he could go Goldspan Dragon on his next turn, right? Oh, dispute! Did you see that?
That's
was
okay.
so awesome.
But now they can go land. They can go either the dragon or, So I think dragon attack, get a treasure token. That way they can ramp themselves into an Opus.
Man, they're going to eventually ramp into an Opus, but Heartless Act here is going to take care of any threat on board.
Yep.
Which allows him to basically continue to put a little bit of pressure, but he really needs more land, which he did not find.
No.
So
I think
the Opus does 3 things?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
4 things, right?
So I think what they might do is, I think they're going to play the Persami, get a treasure token, but hold up Test of Talents.
Test of Talents does what?
Counter instant or sorcery, and then remove all that card plus L copies of it from their hand and graveyard.
Wow. Counter target
so that's a
instant or
good.
sorcery spell. Each
Yep.
spell is in your graveyard. That
So it
player
removes
shuffles.
this It removes the ultimatum part. So now it's just just a Sultai ramp deck.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yes.
So,
So now they have dispute.
So they have
So-
dispute, test the talents, and Magnus Opus.
Yes. So you might as well go ahead and attack for 3.
That's pretty awesome. So it
they're
looks
gonna be
like,
ahead.
yeah, sorry, it looks like Izzet here has definitely got a stranglehold of this whole game at the moment.
Mhm.
Although he found a green land source, which doesn't untap until the next turn, but he also has another land on top. Still not
And
a.
what do we got in the hand of Reen? So Valky. Ooh, okay.
It's turning Valky into the dragon.
Nope. In response, that's probably the best way to do it.
What's he responding with?
He's responding with Magnus Opus.
Dealing 4 damage.
Deal 4 damage to Valky while the trigger's on the stack.
Tapping 2 of his lands, which already were tapped.
Draw
Drawing
2,
2
make
cards.
it 4/4.
Wow, that's actually busted.
Yep, and now he has enough time to take an extra turn. This game is over.
And he drew 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And the second card was an extra turn spell.
Back to sideboard.
Back to sideboard.
Okay,
think,
so go ahead.
This is exactly
See,
the
not
type
just-
of deck Joey would play.
It is
Yep.
the type of deck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is totally him.
Yeah.
That's his wheelhouse.
He always is playing something he's made like brewed, and it's always got
Moving parts.
yep
Yep.
that no one else plays, so they're not ready
And
for
there's a lot of plays you can do with it. So
Yep.
It's good though. It's pretty smart. This is a way better hand for Sultai. And that looks a little light on the Izzet side, but he's still gonna keep it.
it's not bad because you go turn 1 tap land and the turn 2 land, and then you can search out. You can say turn 2, say go, leave up the okay. So land, perfect. All right, he's off to the races at this point. So go land, go, leave up the dispute, or okay, might as well. Ooh, okay, you might as well. He's gonna take the See It Coming and 2 lands. So
So
definitely,
looking
he's
at the
probably
top
land.
3. He's putting 1 into his hands, 1 into the graveyard, and exiling 1.
No, 1 at the bottom.
1 on the bottom.
Yes.
Temple of Milady.
Temple. So does he
Temple
play?
of Malay.
Does he play Faceless Haven this turn?
No, he's
Or a
gonna.
pathway?
No, they'll do the dig, and then that way they can go. So his choices are looks like Island, Bone Crusher Giant, and Goldspan Dragon off the top 3. So he'll probably take Bone Crusher, put Goldspan Dragon on the bottom, have the land exile, play the land, say go.
Oh
And he has a
wow!
dispute. And then he has a dispute, but he has to discard the hand size.
So it doesn't allow you to play an extra land though.
No.
It's only 1 land.
So he has to discard. He has to discard the hand size. So
Yeah. That's rough.
I don't. Yeah, I think the Bone Crusher is not going to see. Yeah, so we discarded a Brasami. But. Ooh, perfect disputes right there.
I missed what he disputed.
He disputed a Cultivator,
Hmm.
which is one of the new cards from Strixhaven. ETB, find a basic forest and an island, put into play. So opponent Wolf Havens
I'm gonna bring it up.
says go.
So Quandrex Cultivator, when it enters the
Yep.
battlefield, you may search your library for a basic forest or island card, put it onto the battlefield, and then
And shuffle your
shuffle.
library.
But it doesn't say tapped.
Nope, enter the
And-
battlefield.
And it's a 3/4. That's a pretty
Yeah.
significant body.
That's another way to cultivate, cultivate, try to ramp as fast as you can.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. That's actually really amazing.
So our opponent here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they are near ultimatum. Professor Onyx.
Ooh, Onyx is another new card.
Yep. So that's going to get Bone Crusher this turn.
Oh,
Faceless Haven, Bone Crusher.
Professor Onyx.
Yep.
I'm just
It's
gonna
definitely
read
gonna
it.
get Bone Crushed.
So it's +1 is you lose life and look at the top card of the library. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. -3 is each opponent sacrifices a creature with. It's too small. I can't read.
Its highest power.
With its highest power, right?
Yeah. And then -7 or
-8. Each opponent may
8.
discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this 6 times.
Sideboard card with Annual, yes, and so that gets rid of the Binding of the Gods as well as Glass Casket. So our opponent could say go. So actually, our Sultai player has only 1 card in hand. Well, actually, it has no cards in hand. I don't think the
They can
companion
activate
has not.
Wolfhaven though. Can they not? How much does it cost to activate?
It's on sorcery speed.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But now they can play Faceless Haven, attack for 4, have a Brazen Borrower and a Test of Talents, which is perfect for our Izzet player here.
Yeah, having the Test of Talents now that I know what it does is pretty wicked.
Yeah. So that's gonna unfortunately get resolved, but it's not going to affect the board too much.
Having the Cultivator here is actually pretty decent. It'll either force him to use Magnus Opus, Brazen Borrower, or he'll just use Faithless Haven to attack into it.
Yes. But now he has Opus mana, so he's going to Petty Theft the Cultivator.
Putting it back in his hand.
Put it back in the hand.
Oh, and he gets another Brazen Borrower off the top. That's pretty decent.
So I think it's going to be the same thing again. Faithless Haven, make it a 4/3, swing for 4, and leave up Counter Magic as well as Brazen Borrower.
I think that's a good play because Test of Talents is pretty significant. If it strips them of their hand, library, and graveyard of a card, like, is it
especially
sorcery?
if they
That's
rip
an instant speed card, right?
Yes, instant speed. It's a counterspell. Counterspell for instant sorceries. So I would have played it differently. I would have. Well, did they have enough mana to do Cultivator and to Yorion?
I think so, but I think what he's hoping is that if Yorion doesn't resolve, he wants Cultivator to resolve, which is going to accelerate their mana, and it allows them to, if they can get the mana out of his library, he'll find more answers off the top.
Yeah, I think this was the wrong play because now they can play Borrower.
He's gonna play Borrow. He's gonna flash in Brazen Borrower. I guess he's gonna.
This is game.
Oh,
he's
gonna
enough mana
petty
that
theft
he has
it?
Opus. He has enough mana for Opus.
You know, he can do Faceless Haven and Petty Theft. I bet you he doesn't even see the line of Opus.
Nope. No, he just Petty Thefts the Orion, tax for 7, and win the game on the spot. There we go.
Oh, Joey's gonna take game number 3.
Wow.
Oh.